Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, gotta go.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And his first pass is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Trubisky. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. And taken right on the 30. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Here's Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 44 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Chicago gets ready to set up shop again on offense. Mitch Trubisky, obviously a young quarterback. Tight end so important for those guys. Adam Shaheen, week 2 of the preseason, went out with an injury, carted off.
And they need him in a big way because they like to run the football. He's a big-body tight end that's learning to be a better blocker, so they look forward to his return. But remember, they acquired Trey Burton in the offseason. He of the Philly special fame in the Super Bowl, who's such a versatile player. And remember, head coach Matt Nagy, he coached Travis Kelce in Kansas City. He can do many of the same things with Trey Burton that he did with him.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Let's go. Come on, gotta go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Fighting through. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's got the hook up to Miller. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Let's go. Come on.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hurry.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Trubisky. It's caught. It's Miller. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. 1st and 10 right at the 20. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Trubisky. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be fourth down. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. a dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
So now back out come the Rams on offense. Second preseason game for them. They defeated the Raiders, who they're actually seeing the Monday night opener, but no Goff, no Gurley yet. Will we see them in the preseason?
That's been the big question, not just around the West Coast, but throughout the league. Will those guys play at all in the preseason? Because some teams are leaning more towards, we will count on you being ready for the opener and avoid injury during the preseason. We're now getting word that the Rams are going to probably play Jared Goff and Todd Gurley limited action against the Houston Texans. But we'll see. They won't play much in the preseason, maybe just a few snaps.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Hey, four down. Cut. 180.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Tiger.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Go, son. Like 20. Go, 12. Go.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Tiger.
On 1st down, it's gone. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, 29 yards. And the Rams are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to Joe, getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
You know what? We got a second. I did want to take a look back to the Hall of Fame inductions. Took place in Canton on August 4th. And what stood out to you from the ceremonies, from the speeches that you heard?
Well, for me, beside the speeches, just remembering their careers, I really flashed back at how much I enjoyed watching Brian Dawkins play, and his speech was terrific as well. Robert Dr. Doom Brazil with the Houston Oilers, absolutely loved him as a player. And Jerry Kramer had to wait so long with the green.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Here's Trubisky. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
Let's go. Gotta go. Move.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Fights loose, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Here we go, fellas, here we go. Average ball. Chester. Hey, alert 3.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. The quick hitter complete. It's Woods. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go, fellas, here we go.
On 1st down, gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hardball.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
While that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently, but that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize...
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. It's taken to the 26. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Hurry, hurry!
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Trubisky to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Completion left side to Miller. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Parkey adds the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That one good for 33 and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
So statistically, both of these offenses have
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff. And he's going to go down again. Eddie Goldman. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense. They got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Gotta go, gotta go.
He's back to throw. He leaves this one for Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Bears on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Throw left side taken in by Miller. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. He'll look to throw. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Here's Trubisky. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Throwing down is Trubisky, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Matt Longacre in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Trubisky to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And the Rams getting set to go now. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Now gone. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Let's go. We're on the ball. Hurry.
First throw in overtime now for Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burton. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, here's Trubisky. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So third down coming up. And, Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4-down territory begin, possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
The screen pass here to Cohen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession.
And he is in for the score.